Everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So, so far slowly we have came to the end of the statistics. So, I just wanted to let you know now that further after studying up of all the topics up in detail and rest everything pretty much clear. Um, Now, I just wanted to let you know that what's the correct way for approaching up a statistical analysis problem, like how you should approach for solving up a statistical analysis problem in the step-by-step format. Okay, so we'll be learning about the for approach for solving. I could write a statistical approach for solving statistical problems. Okay, so this could be the respective topic which we are going to discuss about today. Okay, so let me start up with the things for now. So let me just get down here, and I could pick up a color from there and we can just proceed on with the writing. Pretty clear. Okay, so statistical analysis statistical analysis means investigating. Okay. Yeah. So statistical analysis means investigating trends, patterns, and relationships using quantitative data. Okay, using quantitative data. Okay, this is what is meant by the statistical analysis. The statistical analysis means investigating the trends, patterns, and the relationships using the quantitative data. Okay, now pretty fine. It is important, let me start writing it out here, that it is an important research tool. It is an important research tool used by scientists, okay, used by scientists, governments, businesses, and other organizations Okay, so this is what a statistical analysis actually means. So the statistical analysis means investigating the trends, patterns, and relationships using the quantitative data. It is an important research tool which is used by the scientists, government, business, and other organizations. Okay. Now, further, to draw valid conclusions, statistical analysis. Yeah. So to draw valid conclusions, the statistical analysis requires It requires a careful planning from the very start of research process. Okay, so for drawing up the valid conclusions, The statistical analysis requires of the careful planning from the very start of the research processes. Okay, so there you need to specify your hypothesis, you need to specify your hypothesis and make decisions. Decisions. You need to specify your hypothesis and make decisions about your research design, sample size, and sampling procedure. Pretty fine. So for drawing up the valid conclusions, the statistical analysis requires up the careful planning from the very start of research process. Okay, so into that you need to specify your hypothesis and make the decisions about your research design, about your sample size and the sampling procedure. Okay, then next what do you do? Then next after that, right here, after collecting data, after collecting data from your sample, you can organize and summarize the data using the descriptive statistics. Okay, using the descriptive statistics. So after collecting the data from your sample, you can organize and summarize that respective data with the use of the descriptive statistics. Okay, then further what to do? Then you can use the inferential statistics, then you can use the, one second, let me just get down. Then you can use the inferential statistics to formally test hypothesis, and make the estimates. Okay, and make the estimates. So then you can use that inferential statistics to formally test up the hypothesis and make the estimates about the populations. Okay, and finally, then next goes that finally you can interpret and generalize your findings. Pretty fine. Now, okay, one second, let me take the cursor. So further, after collecting the data from your sample, what you can do, you can organize and actually summarize the data using the descriptive statistics. Then you can use that inferential statistics to formally test the hypothesis and make the estimates about the population. Then finally you can interpret and generalize your findings. This is what is the approach for solving up the statistical problems. Now, Okay, let me just give you a quick review, whatever we just discussed it up here, and further I have some more things. So statistical analysis means the investigating the trends, the patterns, and relationships among the quantitative data with the help of the quantitative data, right? So that's an important research tool which is used by the scientists, the governments, the businesses, and many other organizations. So to draw up the valid conclusions, the statistical analysis requires the careful planning from the very start of research process. Okay, so you need to specify your hypothesis and make up the decisions according your research design, the sample size, and the sampling procedure. After collecting the data from your sample, you can organize and summarize the data using descriptive statistics. Then you can use the inferential statistics to formally test the hypothesis and make estimates about the population. Finally, you interpret and generalize your findings. This is what is the procedure, the approach for solving up the statistical problems. Okay, right here I discussed about this approach in a little bit of, you could say, in a little bit of paragraph manner. I just wrote everything in a paragraph. Further, in the next video, I'll be discussing this approach in the steps format, that step by step how to approach up the thing, so that it will be very much easier for you to follow up that respective approach, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.